Shalom is our first one to start by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham rawchaa Qadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who rule well in peace, and salutations unto those that are in the household of faith of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. My name is Yeshaya, and I'm going to do a quick video, just talking about discipline and, being in His truth. It's a very honorable thing to be a man of the Lord and to be considered, to walk in His righteous path, because we know we're in chains of darkness right now, in this corruptible body, which is prone to transgressing and falling away, and inside of Babylon the Great, which is the most wicked nation that we've seen to come. It's this nation that we're in right now, that most of the brothers are. Ultimately, there's brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, but the earth that we live in right now, in this era, in this time right now, is just fucking abominable. There's no other way to put it, right? So it's very honorable to be considered a man of the Lord, being in His truth and fighting against that, man. Let's see, 2 Peter 2:4, it says, "For power spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah the 8th preacher." So I really wanted to get that chains of darkness. There's a whole breakdown to this verse right here. But specifically, what is that chains of darkness? That chains of darkness is His body that we're in, man. Chains of darkness, shackles, man. We're fucking chained to this flesh that we're in as of right now. Right? And being a man of the Lord, let's skip over to here. So, 1 Peter, starting at the top, 4. "For so much, then, as Yahawashi suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For that He has suffered in the flesh, has ceased from sin, that He no longer should live the rest of His time in the flesh of the lust of man, but the will of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi." And we know, pursuing the Romans the 8th chapter, if ye shall live unto the Lord. You shall die unto the Lord. Whether you live or die, you are the Lord's. All right, reading on. "For the time past of our lives may suffice us to rot the will of the Gentiles." So there was a point in time before everyone was called into this truth, that walked this beautiful, honorable path, that were in the world, fucking up in the world, doing whatever the world did, man, being aligned within the world, right? But guess what, man? Let's read on. "When we have walked in lavishness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries," right? Because there's a lot of brothers, especially, being the fact that, the way the tribes are, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you go into, the Hispanics, man, a lot of them go into Catholic. If you go into Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, they go a lot really into like a spirituality which praises suns and moons, and there's many idols within Native American culture. I have family on all three sides of those tribes. I got Black, Hispanic, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. If you look at the Native American, the way my grandmothers would talk about it, there be things that align with Israelite fashions. But then at the same time, you can tell, as fucking Esau came through, a lot of these things got misconstrued. And as the generations went on, it grew more wicked, and it would actually escape the Lord as that gross darkness that the Lord prophesied set in, right? So, things that once were prayed to the east, speak Hebrew, the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, turn into, sun god and this and that and that and this, mother nature, motherland, right? They stopped praising the Lord and started praising the land. And then you got the Catholics, man, and then you got, so-called African Americans with the Christianity that was really that slave Christianity, that started back, right? All to that fucking idol, Caesar Borgia, Jesus Christ. And the name Jesus actually goes into earth pig, man. Right? We know the real name of the Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is Yahawashi Mashiach. Hamashiach meaning the anointed. That's what Christ really means. Jesus is a false name. right? It's all the way off. The real name of the Lord is Yahawah, and he is the Hamashiach. That is one of his titles, one of his many titles, because he is a beautiful, almighty, all-powerful, great Lord, man. Deserving of many titles, man. But guess what? In this world, they escaped away from that. And I just wanted to bring that piece out because it's very important, especially towards the new brothers, to understand the fucking the weight of that, man. The weight of that name of Yahawashi Mashiach, right? We escaped this world through the grace of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and been gifted this beautiful path. Although very treacherous, very tight, very difficult path, we've been gifted this path that leads to a succession to be a fucking God, man. And it's very important that you keep under your body in these chains of darkness that we're in to completely try to, find your balance and move forward, constantly improving. And we're going to get the precept to that in 1 second after we finish reading. It says in the 4th chapter, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you, man. And that's that Wisdom of Solomon 3 spirit, man. These fucking people who just love, enjoying life. High on life type of people, that YOLO spirit. You only live once spirit. But the men of the Lord have been gifted a gift so beautiful that you understand what death is. You understand what life is. You understand what your true purpose is to, be in this truth and be unto the Lord, man. Doing everything that you have to do. You understand that, man, you ain't shit really as an individual. Nobody is, man. We have to look unto our power. Just the way a woman will look unto her husband is the way that we look unto Yahawashi Mashiach, man. He's everything to us, right? And he carried you out of this world and put you in a whole different world, man. In a whole different thought process, in a whole different being. You no longer do the things that you used to do, right? Let's get this, I think it's like 3 and 18. It says, I'm sorry, 17. It says, ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness. And it's easy to do that here in Babylon the Great, to fall away from your steadfastness, your consistency, being in the Lord, doing what it is that you got to do, holding the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your abilities, constantly doing that fight, constantly trying to teach this word and push it out, constantly, following and keeping your body under subjection, keeping your diet right, keeping your mental right, giving to the brothers, showing that love to the brothers, coveting not nobody's shit, man. Caring just about the Lord, and that takes years to build. But guess what, man? It's harder to build it here in Babylon the Great. The fucking the whore land, man. This land is totally unclean. From the very foundation all the way to the earth's crust to the highest fucking building here. It is all unclean, man. To the atmosphere that's around it. There's energies here, man. And that's why the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, they tell you to watch your diet, man. They tell you to stay away from this and stay away from that because a lot of things carry a negative energy to it. A lot of things, a lot of music, a lot of food, a lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of clothes, they have a negative energy and a negative vibration. And you being a man of the Lord, you being a prophet of the Lord, you have to break that. And it may be hard to break that because that food may be good, that bitch may be bad, these clothes may be fire, and this may be that, and that may be this. But at the end of the day, you have to put your mind in subjection, carrying the same cross and the same like mind as the Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, man. And there's always a beautiful balance to it. A false balance is an abomination unto the Lord. Being the fact that we're in his flesh, you have to understand how to buff that shit out, man. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. Don't let a good day turn into a bad day because of a bad time in that day. Don't let a fucking bad day turn to a bad week and a bad week turn to a bad month. Man, give yourself a fucking break here and there, man. And I'm not saying your break should be completely transgressing the law, man. If you've been doing good on your diet, bro, get you a good meal that's a clean meal, of course, and enjoy that shit. Soak it up, man. And then keep working, bro. It's all about that fucking balance. Some brothers like a 80-20, some brothers like a 60-40, some brothers like a 90-10, and some brothers even like a 99-1, man. And that everyone has been given a different portion of faith in his body, man. But guess what? That's why each member of the body has to be upheld. You have a place and wherever it is that you're at, man. Say you over here in England and you got a few connections to a few brothers there and you doing your thing up in England, man. You helping those brothers stay up, man. You know, your brothers, the people that are around you, the Akim, and they uplift you, man. They uplift your spirit. You know, being in those brothers, they understand, like, man, this is a life that we live, and they're the only ones that can relate to you. Your family won't be able to relate to you. Your woman won't be able to relate to you. You won't be able to turn to people so openly and and they'll be so understanding of what it is that you go through here in Babylon the Great, man. But you turn to these beautiful brothers that, you know, ultimately the Lord put in your life, man. And you have to hold your portion in the body to being a good man for them, man. Being a good man for Yahawashi Yahawah ultimately. But you have these brothers that you love as just as much as you love yourself. Every brother here, man, are under the same thought process of fuck Babylon the Great, man. You know, the sweet embrace of death may sound good, but those that are, you know, trying to thug it out, man, we got to thug it out. We got to do our portion. We got to continue to fight this fight, man. Continue to fight this fight. And I'm saying this because there's more elements to just keep it under your body for yourself. It is so much more than that. It is a unique thing we do, man. We are proving ourselves to Yahushua Mashiach, trying to make a reputation. A reputation, the scriptures do say, reputation will be remembered for many generations ago, man. So you should keep a good reputation on you, man. We're trying to get a good reputation to Yahushua Mashiach. We're trying to get a good reputation to the Lord. Show our faith unto the Lord, man. Show our works unto the Lord. Keep that power. Keep that power to continue to, you know, be the light unto this world, as it says in Matthew, man. Being a prophet is an honorable thing, a very honorable thing, right? Being in his truth is an honorable thing, a very honorable thing. Following Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi sincerely is an honorable thing, a very honorable thing. And none of that should be taken with a grain of salt, man. Grain of rice, none of it, man. It should be taken with the utmost respect and the utmost accountability. Because at the end of the day, man, everybody fucks up because we're in these chains of darkness. We're in Babylon the Great. We're fighting that fucking uphill battle. But you should always have a mindset on you to grow. If you got something that's fucked up with you, bro, grow out of it. You know, your mentality, your mindset, the way you interact with people, the way you do things. Grow the fuck out of it and become a better man for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and the Akim and the Akwath out there. Right? Because ultimately, man, this is a body. This is a body of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And it should be tried to care for. It should be critiqued to every level that it could be critiqued, man. Because ultimately, man, who the fuck do you have in this world? Nobody. You got the Akim, you got the Lord, you got yourself. And you should try to perfect yourself. Now, are you going to reach that perfection? That's all up to the Lord. We're as of in these bodies that we're in right now, it's highly, highly, highly unlikely. Until the day that we be changed, when the Lord comes back, you know, with that fire. And he's going to change his prophets, you know, the 144,000 elect in the twinkling of an eye. And that's when, you know, perfection will be fulfilled. But as in this world right now, we just read, it says, but grow in grace and in knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach. To him be glory both now and forever. Amen, man. So continue to hallow the name Yahushua Mashiach. Continue to keep a fucking real stern mind, man. The demons are going to try to fuck with you in sleep paralysis, man. The demon's going to try to fuck with you and, you know, you should go eat this and go fuck with that or go do this and go do that. And your mind is going to be scattered abroad many different fucking oceans, and you want to stay exactly in those flowing waters of the Lord, man. Stay on that current of the Lord. Don't veer off into open sea. Open sea, man, there's going to be currents and there's going to be rifts that are going to try to drag you out into open sea, man. And you might think it looks good because, man, that shit look, oh, it's so open sea, man. You got all this thing going. You got the currents that's ripping me over there. But guess what, bro? The current that you're on right now of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that flowing water, that water of life, man, that life. Choose life, man. Continue to stay in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Follow his line. Follow that path, no matter how treacherous that path may be. That path is not going to be the most extravagant path, man. You're not going to have Paganis. You're not going to have Bugattis. You're not going to have bitches. You're not going to have a lot of these things in great value. But rather, you're going to have a setup to become a god in the afterlife, man. And it's like not the afterlife, but you're going to be a god in the kingdom, man. You're going to be changed. And you're going to receive such a beautiful gift of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right? It's such a beautiful thing to be in his truth and to be able to know that, you know, I've been called. Right? Continue on that path, man. Better yet, you may even be chosen. Hey, man. But look, I hope this lesson was edifying and possibly strike zeal to any of you Akim or Akwath out there that are going through the fucking motions of this land and going through all the struggles that may come and the struggles that will come to fruition in due time. You know? Man, we pray for y'all Akim and y'all Akwath out there, man. Man, it's a hard thing being in this world. It's a hard thing being in this truth. But it's an honorable thing, and it is something that we must do, right? And if you don't have the mind to do it, you might have to really start do some thinking. But if you do, and I pray this lesson gave you some zeal, I pray this lesson maybe, kindle your fire to some degree, But lastly, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham rawchaa Qadash. Shalom and good luck to y'all brothers.